What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Cosmic Wonder. We have so many set photos and videos to go over today from the set of Spider-Man Brand New Day. We have our first look at Sadie Sink's character, our first look at Mark Ruffalo, and some other scenes that look very, let's just say it looks like the Hulk did definitely smash in this already. So a lot to go over, and I'll just say right away, all of these are coming from Unbox PhD, the person who has been pretty much on the set for Spider-Man Brand New Day and Avengers Endgame and been leaking all of these photos online. So kudos to them. Let's go in right away and start with this photo right here, because I just think it's awesome. The practical shooting for Spider-Man, the real swinging, well, as real as you can get, obviously. This just looks amazing. I love this. It's going to be hard to beat No Way Home, but could be the best Spider-Man movie ever if done right, if the story is done right, which brings us into our first look at Sadie Sink. As we can see here, a lot of people think, based on this photo right here, she is playing Rachel Cole Alves, who is an accomplice to the Punisher, mainly due to the cargo pants and the boots that she is wearing. Now, she does seem to be a little young to play the role, but one thing that we can see here, and we can see in other photos as well where she's not wearing the cargo pants, but they're keeping the red hair for Sadie Sink, which is something I'm glad they're doing that, but I just feel like since her hair is such a defining feature for her, she would have been playing a character where that hair is also a really defining feature, like Mary Jane Watson or Jean Grey, Mayday Parker. We'll have to wait and see, but she could be Rachel Cole Alves, who is an accomplice to the Punisher, who also works with Spider-Man, who gives Spider-Man intel. That could be what we're seeing here in this leaked photo. The boots and the cargo pants is what everybody is saying is pointing to her being Rachel Cole, but in these other photos right here that we see, she's just kind of wearing normal gear. Perhaps they are doing some things intentionally to throw us off. Who knows? But this is our first look at Sadie Sink. She is keeping the red hair. Also, big scene to talk about right here. According to Unbox PhD, again, the person who was taking these photos and videos, the Hulk was taken away by an ambulance on the set of Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, we have a video of this, which is the video that you can see right here. I'll play it. Doesn't seem like there's any sound. Oh, yes, there is. Just very loud sound. But you can see him look there. It's Mark Ruffalo, right? And he's in a stretcher, and they're going to take him into an ambulance. Now, if you take this footage right here, it's 46 seconds long, but all of it is basically just him in the ambulance, or him about to be taken into the ambulance. If you take this right here and you combine it with this scene right here that this person was taking, I don't know if this was taken by Unbox PhD, but you can see that this is clearly all broken. The cars are broken. The floor has a giant hole in it. This is the Hulk, right? So we have now seen Mark Ruffalo on set, and we have now seen a set where the ground is basically Hulk smashed, right? So the Hulk is coming back. The Hulk is 100% coming back. We have a video of Mark Ruffalo on set, but what actually is going on in that scene? These two scenes, while they're definitely connected because they both have to do with Bruce Banner and the Hulk, might not be right after each other, right? This might not be the Hulk hulking out and then Bruce Banner goes to the hospital all of a sudden. Now, the reason I say that is because if you take a look at this video, he has clothes on, right? He has clothes on. So the Hulk, when he hulks out, rips off his clothes. Now, except for his pants. But it looks like he's wearing a coat in this. And maybe this is something that they can change in post, maybe, to make it to where he, doesn't have a shirt on or something like that. But here's what I'm thinking might be happening. I think this might be when he first kind of hulks out, where he's kind of getting out of control, but something happens to him. Perhaps a sickness, perhaps some type of trauma, perhaps he almost gets hurt. Spider-Man is there to help him. Then he gets taken by the fire department, by the EMTs, the first responders, to the hospital, because we're told he's been taken into an ambulance. And he goes to the hospital. And from there, perhaps that is where the actual main villain of this movie is going to get their hands on him. Whether that's going to be AIM or some other, maybe like a scientific organization, we don't know yet. The reason I say it could be a scientific organization is because I think whoever gets their hands on the Hulk and causes him to Hulk out again is going to mess with him, probably like chemically or in some scientific way, either tech or chemically, because he has tech that keeps himself from turning into the Hulk full rage again. So it looks like that's going to go out the window. Someone's going to either break that or perhaps hack it in some way, shape, or form. Or when he's in the hospital, they're going to do something to his blood. This causes him to rage out and Hulk out again. And that's where we get Savage Hulk finally back. And as we've seen from that scene that we just showed on the screen right here, yeah, the floor is broken, cars are broken. This is the true Hulk finally back, the one that everybody has been wanting. And on top of that, recently, Mark Ruffalo did an interview with GQ where he kind of gave an update about a possible solo Hulk film. What we have been hearing was supposed to be a World War Hulk film, but this is what he had to say in a recent interview with GQ. During the interview, he was asked if he ever wished he had his own Hulk film, and he said, yeah, I'd love to have a solo Hulk film. But then he said, I don't know if you know the story of that, but it's not really owned by Marvel. It's a Universal property. I don't know if it'll ever really come to be, honestly. We keep talking about it, what it would be. There's been so many Hulk movies already. It's like, does anyone really want another one? But I'd love one, and I do think the audiences would be into it if we could crack the nut of it. And yes, I think the answer for most people, if not everybody, is yes, we would want another one. Specifically, we would all love really a World War Hulk movie, but we'd love like the true World War Hulk movie. And they've kind of already done some of that story with Thor Ragnarok. So you couldn't actually get a true adaptation of it, but we'd like something pretty close to the comics. I mean, he's already has a son as well. So a lot of the story's already passed, but with the X-Men coming to the MCU pretty soon, who knows? Maybe we could get something pretty similar. And if you take a look right here, we have some more photos of just destruction. Again, broken grounds, broken cars, the ambulances and EMTs on scene. This is the work of the Hulk. And keep in mind, in these photos right here, there's no tanks on scene. We don't see anything related to the other scenes. The Scorpion's not there. Punisher's not there. This is the Hulk. This is the Hulk, which I'm so excited for. And then on top of that, we have Jean, well, I can't say it's Jean DeWolf, but it seems like it is. It seems like it is. We have Lisa Colin Zayas on set with Spider-Man. With Spider-Man here. Now, Jean DeWolf is a police officer, detective, who works with Spider-Man. She ends up teaming up with Spider-Man, and she becomes just basically a partner to his sometimes. I think this is going to be important for this movie because it looks like the Department of Damage Control, based on previous scenes that we've seen, are going to be trying to get Spider-Man, much like they were trying to get Ms. Marvel. And yeah, I mean, we've seen them pop up in the other Spider-Man movies as well. So it looks like, based on, again, the leaked videos that we've seen, they're going to be trying to get Spider-Man. But I think Liza is going to be, I think she's going to realize that Spider-Man actually isn't bad. So she's going to work with him. And there's probably a case where she starts to seem like a lot of stuff is really off and Spider-Man is trying to do good. He is a good guy. So she's going to decide to work with him. It looks like she's going to be playing Jean DeWolf, but that is not confirmed. That is just what myself and a lot of people think. We'll have to wait and see on that. Same thing with Sadie Sink's character. This photo really, with the cargo pants and the boots, really makes it seem like, she could be playing Rachel. We'll have to wait and see on that. I think personally, it's a cool character for sure to play, and it's going to be cool to see her team up with the Punisher. But personally, I'd rather, it kind of sounds interesting to say, but I'd rather her put her red hair to use and play somebody like Mary Jane Watson or Mayday Parker. Somebody who just has like defined red hair as part of their character. Not that Rachel does not, because she does. The red hair is definitely a part of her character. This would be a cool character for her to play. She just seems a little young to play this character, but it looks like Marvel has a plan for this, a pretty good plan for this. What we're seeing so far is just amazing. Still no confirmation about the villain, but of course, if we hear anything, we'll be sure to do an update video. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. And you can also find us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. Don't forget to like this video and comment down below what you think. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.